there's one of the misconceptions. Our Sunni fellows, they have 5 pillars. We have 5 pillars. But many Shias, they think, no, we don't have 5 pillars. We have Usool ad-Deen, and then we have Furu' ad-Deen. We have roots of religion, and then we have branches of religion. That is a misconception. No, we have 5 pillars, and we have 5 principles of religion, and we have 10 branches of religion. So we have a lot. We have 3 things, okay? So it's not Arkan al-Islam only, pillars of religion. So we and our Sunni fellows, they have 5 pillars, we have 5 pillars. So they have Salat, we have Salat is pillar of Islam. So Sunnis and Shias, they agree that Salat is pillar of Islam. Second, fasting. Sunnis and Shias, they agree that fasting is pillar of Islam. Then Zakat. Sunnis and Shias, they agree Zakat is pillar of Islam. However, in Shia, we have a general meaning. That means Zakat is inclusive to any obligatory charity, like homes, like Zakatul Fitra. So we have a broader definition. But yes, we have Zakat in a broader definition, is a pillar. And our Sunni fellows, they have Zakat on 9 things. Okay, but we share, we both have Zakat. So, and then what else? So we have Hajj. Hajj is from the pillar of Islam. So we agree on 4 things. Okay, Salat, fasting, Zakat, and Hajj. Where we disagree is the first pillar. The first pillar, our Sunni fellows, they say kalma. You say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That's fine, we respect that. Even though in the school of Ahlul Bayt, it doesn't make any sense. Because how many hypocrites, they said La ilaha illallah. They said Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they fought Rasulullah. There's a whole surah, Surah al-Munafiqun. These Munafiqun, they said La ilaha illallah, but they did not accept the authority of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They did not accept the authority of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They did not accept the authority of A'imma alayhi salatu wasalam. So the school of Ahlul Bayt, our A'immas, they say, the first and most important pillar is wilayat. Wilayat of Allah, authority of Allah. Wilayat of Rasulullah, authority of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wilayat of Imam Ali and 12 Imams alayhi salatu wasallam. So at least even if we differ in the third wilayat from our Sunni fellows, at least the wilayat, the authority, what does that mean? When I say authority of Allah and Rasulullah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and for Shias, Imams, is a pillar, that means I have to obey. I have to say labbaik ya Allah. I have to say labbaik ya Rasulullah. I have to say labbaik ya Ali. I have to say labbaik ya Hassan, ya Hussein, labbaik ya Mahdi. That means I can't go against, and that strongly makes sense, that it makes a pillar for Islam. That means if you do not have inside yourself the submissiveness to Allah, authority of Allah and authority of Rasulullah and authority of Ahlul Bayt, according to the school of Ahlul Bayt, that means hypocrites that were not submissive to Allah. They said La ilaha illallah. Hypocrites were not submissive to Rasulullah. They said La ilaha Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yazid, you said Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was the biggest hypocrite. He killed Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasallam. So where is this kalma? So we respect our Sunni fellows. They have this, the La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah is pillar of Islam. We disagree in that. We say, no, it's the authority, submissiveness. That if I accept the submissiveness, Allah to Rasulullah and to our A'immas alayhi salam, then yes, I have completed 5 pillars of Islam. So that means Shias and Sunnis, they say, if you miss out a pillar intentionally, then you are not a Muslim. Intentionally, a Muslim needs to observe these 5 pillars. In Sunni school, you have to observe kalma. In Shia school of thought, you will never be a Muslim unless you accept the wilayat of the 3 authorities: Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and school of Ahlul Bayt, specifically wilayat of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. So this is just to let you know how important the Hajj is. That means if you disbelieve in Hajj, you are not in the circle of Islam. If you disbelieve in Salah, you are out of the circle of Islam, because these are pillars. If you do not believe in fasting, you are out of the circle of Islam. If you don't believe the kalma in the school of companions and the wilayat, the authority, submissiveness to the authority in the school of Ahlul Bayt, you are out of the circle of Islam. So that is the meaning of pillar of Islam. So from that, we know how important the Hajj is. First, we have to believe that it's a pillar of Islam. Then it is a branch of religion that we have to offer. That's why we have narrations mentioning whoever is capable of performing Hajj does not perform the Hajj in his year, the year he was capable of performing it. And if he dies in that year, he should choose the death of non-Muslims. He should choose a death of a Jew. Why? Are Jews bad? No, because they don't believe the pilgrimage in Makkah. So that's why you will be out of the circle of Islam. You will die like a death of a Jew. It's not we are saying Jews are bad. No, we are saying that the title of Islam is not going to be given to you when you die. So you will not die the death of Muslim. Or the Prophet said, or he would die like a Christian. So are Christian bad? No, it's not about good or bad. It's about Christians, they don't believe in the pilgrimage of Mecca. And it is not a pillar for them. So basically, if you don't do this and you're able to, then Prophet said he should choose to die as a non-Muslim, because you're out of the circle of Islam. Okay, you should die as a Jew, or you should die as a Christian, or you should die the death of Jahiliyyah. Okay, those who had Hajj, their wajib, but they performed the Hajj including idol worshipping. They would do tawaf to the idols and leaving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Most of the Jahiliyyah people, except for the household of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that's why you see how important the Hajj is, that the ahadith, we have plenty ahadith, Sunnis they have, Shias they have, whoever is able to perform the Hajj in his year and does not perform it deliberately, intentionally, should choose the death out of the circle of Islam. He's not a Muslim, pillar of Islam. See, so that's how pillars of Islam are important, and that's how Hajj is important. So we have plenty of hadith. That's number one. That shows how important the Hajj is.